documents. Now, the name of chapter, as per your syllabus, is analytical method validation. Now, this method validation, whenever is associated with obviously analytical procedures related to field of pharmacy, there are more than one guidelines. There are guidelines based on requirements of United States. There are guidelines, different guidelines for say India or for many other countries. The analytical method validation guidelines differ. They actually, I should say, they used to differ. Nowadays, they are following almost the similar norms, or they are parallel to each other. There are still differences, but there is something called as ICH. Can anybody tell me what is full form of ICH? So the correct full form is International Conference of Harmonization. ICH gives guidelines for so many things related to analysis. Then biological systems, documentation, guidelines, which is related to method validation. It is numbered as Q2R1, and it was published in 2005. Since 2005, most of the things related to this are remaining the same. Contents of the chapters are, we are going to see certain definitions. Then we will see the objective of the validation. Then types of analytical procedures to be validated. What type of procedures to be validated? Okay. Then a list of typical validation parameters or characteristic. Then after typical validation parameters or characteristic, we will see validation of analytical procedures and its methodology. Okay, so this will be the flow of this chapter. So we will start with definitions. First definition is analytical procedure. We know what are procedures. Procedures are set of instructions, one after another. Procedure, we follow procedure in our practical. Okay, weigh certain quantity of drug, transfer that drug into say beaker or volumetric flask. If it is volumetric flask, add solvent, shake, then make up the volume till the mark of the volumetric flask. So these are set of instructions. These set of instructions, these set of instructions are nothing but called as procedures. So what we will call as analytical procedure. The analytical procedure refers to the way of performing the analysis. Okay, how we will perform the analysis. That way is called as analytical procedure. An analytical procedure is developed to test a definite characteristic of the drug substance or the drug product against established acceptance criteria for that characteristic. Now, this is the definition. It has got three parts. First part, analytical procedure is developed to test a defined characteristic. Okay, so there will be a different procedure to check the thickness of a tablet, a different procedure to check the surface of the tablet, a different procedure to be carried out to check the diameter of the tablet. There are many parameters, but one procedure will test only one different characteristic. There will be no procedure which will intend to test two characteristics simultaneously. Then we cannot call it as analytical procedure. I hope the definition is clear. This part of the definition is clear. Now, to test a defined characteristic of the drug substance or drug product. Now, this is applicable for a drug substance also, and this is applicable for drug product also. I hope you remember and you know the difference between the drug substance and drug product. Drug substance is say paracetamol powder, and drug product is suspension of paracetamol or tablet of paracetamol. Okay, so this is difference between them. Now, the third part of the definition, against established acceptance criteria. Like suppose one one analytical procedure is aiming to find the percent content of the formulation. So the percent content ideally should be 100%, but if you remember the standards what we have studied, there is always a window, like say 95%, 105%, or 92.7, I think 92.7% to 107.5%, something like that. A window is there. So this window of percentage is acceptance criteria. So I will read the definition again. I hope you will understand. An analytical procedure is developed to test a defined or definite characteristic of the drug substance or drug product against established acceptance criteria for that characteristic. Okay, so this is the definition. It should be described in detail the steps necessary to perform each analytical test. Now, these analytical procedures are made in such a manner that any analyst with basic knowledge will be able to perform this analytical procedure. Now, why I'm saying any analyst with basic knowledge? When in the procedure, there are certain words, if certain words are mentioned, like use analytical balance. So the analyst should know the difference between normal digital balance and analytical balance, or transfer the powder to say volumetric flask. So analyst should know what volumetric flask is. Okay, but the procedures are designed in a manner that any analyst having basic knowledge will be able to perform this analytical procedure. So these procedures are in detail. This may include, but it is not limited to what it will include, the sample preparation, the reference standard preparations, and the reagent preparations, use of the apparatus, generation of the calibration curve, use of the formulae for the calculation. Now, if you remember our analysis journal from last semester, all these things were included. Sample preparation, हमने अभी भी देखा कि सोडियम बेंजोएट और कैफीन के इंजेक्शन का सैंपल प्रिपरेशन कैसे करना है. We have seen that part. So that was analytical procedure. The reference standard, we have seen how to use the reference standard. Preparation and preparation of the reagents. If you'll remember the colorimetry experiment, there was part how to prepare FeCl3 solution. Colorimetry, color generate करने के लिए. Okay, so अगर किसी को याद रहेगा FeCl3 solution कैसे बनाना है वो उसमें था. Okay, ferrous ammonium sulfate, how to prepare that reagent, it was also included in the procedure. Okay, so any solutions which are used to generate color or make some reaction to happen with the analyte, those reagents, how to prepare them, they can also be included in the procedure. Use of the apparatus. If you remember the fluorimetry experiment, all the knobs of the machine were explained, which knob to be rotated first, what to be set first. Same with pH meter. We established how to use that pH meter first, then we described it. Then generation of the calibration curve. Again, I will give example of both colorimetric experiment and your fluorimetric experiment. Calibration curve generate किया. So procedure for that was included, and use of the formulae for the calculation. This we do always. Okay, हम formula हमेशा लिखते हैं. pH meter के experiment में we have seen, अगर if I want to specify it, the pH, how to determine that neutralization point, how to determine pKa, all those formulae were included in that. Okay, so this was your first definition, analytical procedure, and this as a explain the term type of question can be asked based on this. Now we have seen what is analytical procedure. Now let us see what is validation. Now Validation in general, if you will open the dictionary, it will tell you that we are establishing like the truth of something. Okay, validate a claim. जैसे किसी ने कुछ स्टेटमेंट दिया, सपोज किसी डॉक्टर ने दिया या किसी पॉलिटिशियन ने दिया या किसी एक्टर ने दिया, तो वो कितना वैलिड है, हम वी वेरीफाई विद द ट्रूथ. Okay, not we actually, but it is validated. The claim of any person, like the news that are coming on the media nowadays, they need to be validated. Okay, so validation is also relevant for pharmaceutical analysis. I will read out the definition, you will understand it better. Validation is the process of establishing documentary evidence demonstrating that a procedure, process, or activity carried out in production or testing maintains the desired level of compliance at all stages. Now, again, the definition we will divide over three parts. First part, that validation is a process. Okay, validation is a process. It will involve multiple steps. It is not one step. So validation is a process. अब किस चीज का प्रोसेस है? Establishing documentary evidence. So we will have to generate, if we are validating something, we need to note down what we are doing, what we are observing, then what was the outcome. Everything should be documented. अभी ये जो डॉक्यूमेंटेशन हम कर रहे हैं उससे क्या पता चलेगा? What will it demonstrate? So that documentary evidence will demonstrate that a procedure, process, or activity carried out in production or testing maintains the desired level of compliance at all stages. कोई भी अगर प्रोसीजर कर रहे हैं, suppose the procedure is of say preparing a solution. Okay, so that solution preparation procedure, वो जो प्रोसीजर है, उसका जो प्रोडक्ट है, it is complying all the compliance, और say suppose चलो ये solution बनाने का ही एग्जांपल लेते हैं. सपोज द फेवरेट ड्रग ऑफ ऑल पैरासिटामोल, पैरासिटामोल का सॉल्यूशन बनाना है. सो अगर हम उसका प्रोसीजर देखेंगे सॉल्यूशन बनाने का, तो क्या होगा? फर्स्ट स्टेप विल बी वेइंग द पैरासिटामोल पाउडर. सेकंड, ट्रांसफरिंग दैट पाउडर टू अ suitable glassware. It may be beaker, it may be conical flask, it may be large beaker, or it may be, if the quantity of paracetamol is huge, it will be a stainless steel tank. Okay, so transferring that powder to that relative vessel. After transferring the powder to the vessel, it may be suppose a beaker, we are going to add measured quantity of solvent. So what word I use? Measured quantity. So measuring of the quantity of the solvent, then transferring it without spilling into the container. Okay, whether the addition should be done at once or in part wise, like say add 50 ml of solvent, first dissolve the paracetamol, then add remaining. So what is the procedure? Okay, so everything should be documented. Like I am weighing the powder, there will be one paper kept near the balance where I will mark the entry that such powder is weighed at so and so time, and the quantity of powder weighed was so and so. There will be one record with the analyst that all these details will be written on there. Then transfer, by what means it was made. It was made with spatula, or you used some hopper or powder funnel, what, that will also get recorded. Similarly, solvent when it was measured, by what means it was measured, whether it was measured with pipette, whether it was measured with a measuring cylinder, or by some other means. Okay, so that will get recorded. Okay, so what we are doing is we are documenting everything that is involved in the procedure of making a solution of paracetamol. Okay, and The final, when the solution is made, we will check its clarity, we will check its viscosity and other relevant parameters, and we will document that also. So when you will have a document where you have everything from the starting to the end, we can see, or we can say that the desired level of compliance at all stages were maintained. Is this definition of validation clear to you? Have I made it clear, or you have doubt? Is that clear? In simple terms, if I want to say, जो मैं कर रहा हूं वो मैंने सच में किया और जैसे चाहिए वैसे ही किया. जो एस्टेब्लिश स्टैंडर्ड है वो स्टैंडर्ड के हिसाब से मैंने वो प्रोसीजर किया. इसका डॉक्यूमेंटेशन करना मतलब वैलिडेशन करना. वैलिडेशन है इसका मतलब. Excellent. There are no doubts in this definition. Okay, we will proceed further. अभी हमने देखा एनालिटिकल मेथड क्या है, उसके बाद हमने देखा कि वैलिडेशन क्या है. So let us now see what is method validation. हमने पहले देखा, इसके पहले देखा एनालिटिकल मेथड क्या होता है, उसके बाद हमने देखा वैलिडेशन क्या होता है. थर्ड डेफिनेशन इज व्हाट इज मेथड वैलिडेशन. So method validation is the process used to confirm that the analytical procedure employed for a specific test is suitable for its intended use. This is one part of the definition. Second part, the result from the method validation can be used to judge the quality, reliability, consistency of analytical results. It is an integral part of any good analytical practice. So there are two parts of the definition. First part is talking about the process. Okay. Now, it is the process used to confirm that analytical procedure employed for the specific test is suitable for its intended use. So the procedure which is used to measure thickness of a tablet is you can say suitable for measuring the thickness of tablet. Method to establish average weight of tablet is the suitable method to establish that average weight of tablet. Similarly, we can tell about viscosity, we can tell about color intensity and everything. Okay, so it is one part. Okay, second part of the definition, from the result from the method validation can be used to judge. If we see the results obtained from method validation of making a tablet, so that method validation will include many specific tests. Like, again I will tell you the similar test: thickness, diameter, the surface of tablet, then disintegration rate, disintegration time, then hardness of tablet, and many more. So when you will see the results from these methods, method validation, quality, reliability, and consistency of the analytical result. It is a part of good analytics. Okay. So this is the third definition. After the definitions, these three definitions are important. After that, the next part is objective of validation. ये validation क्यों करना है? What is need of such lengthy process of documenting all the tests that we are performing? ऐसे क्यों करना? So objective of the validation of an analytical procedure is to demonstrate that it is suitable for its intended purpose. So this is the objective of the validation. Now, type of analytical procedure to validate. There are different types of analytical procedure which can be validated. Okay, so the discussion of validation of analytical procedure is directed to the four most common types of analytical procedure. Which are those four types? First, identification test. Second, quantity test for impurities content. We are quantifying impurities, so there are for impurities. Then third, limit test for the control of impurities. You have studied limit test. There are certain impurities which should not exceed their percentage in the drug or the formulation. So there are some limit tests for that. The fourth type, actually, this fourth type test with in the final year, quantity test or activity in the sample of drug substance or drug product or other stated components in the drug product. Okay, it may be excipient also. It is more relevant with respect to polymers that are used. Okay, so there are four types of test. First test is identification. Formulation में क्या है? That is your qualitative analysis. Then second type, quantitative test for impurities content. Impurity कितना present है? Third type, limit test for the control of impurities. Impurity certain limit से बाहर तो नहीं जा रहा. Okay, and fourth, quantitative test of the active moiety in the sample of drug substance or drug product or other selected components in the drug product. So basically, this is the, you can say, hardcore quantitative test. Okay, there are many other analytical procedures such as dissolution testing for drug products or particle size determination for the drug substances, but they are not categorized under these four because they are measuring totally different aspect which is specific for that specific drug formulation. Okay, so they are not generalized and categorized. Now, can anybody tell me one test which we generally perform but it is not official in IP? Any test? Oh, my voice is breaking. I did not see this. Am I audible now? If I am audible, please tell me one test which is not official in IP, pharmacopoeia, but we perform it. It is related to pharmaceutics. Morphology of powder. Hardness. Okay, hardness are what else? What else? Tablet hardness, hardness of the tablet. Yes, right. You are right. और भी एक है. अच्छा, मुझे बता, फ्रायबिलिटी ऑफिशियल है क्या फार्माकोपिया में? आई एम आस्किंग, इज इट ऑफिशियल इन फार्माकोपिया? Mohammed is saying no. Siddhi is saying yes. Suraj is saying friability. Okay. Any other answers? But शायद अभी हुआ है ऑफिशियल. ओके, अनऑफिशियल. Yes. Okay. In the next lecture, you will tell me whether friability is now official or it is still unofficial. It is assignment for you. Physical appearance. Okay. Okay, let us proceed further. This favorite question. The slide on your screen is extremely important. This is favorite question of examiner that come for final year Viva. Okay, they will ask what are validation parameters or what are validation characteristics. Okay, so you will answer that there are 7 listed validation parameter and 1 unlisted validation parameter. 7 listed parameters are accuracy, precision, specificity, detection limit, quantitation limit, linearity, range. Unlisted parameter is robustness. The answer is not complete. Under precision, there are three types. First precision type is repeatability. Second, intermediate precision. Third, reproducibility. I will repeat. There are 7 listed parameters and 1 unlisted parameters. They are listed parameters are accuracy, precision, specificity, detection limit, quantitation limit, linearity, and range. Precision has 3 types: repeatability, intermediate precision, and reproducibility. You people need to remember this preferably in sequence. Okay, I want you people to copy this down. I will wait for you for 1 minute. Suppose we are performing analysis of a drug formulation, जैसे हमने सोडियम बेंजोएट कैफीन का किया. Okay, सोडियम बेंजोएट का concentration है 125 mg per ml in the injection, and after analysis, one student got 126 milligram per ml, and the other student got 125.5 milligrams per ml. So the student who got 125.5 is more accurate than 126 milligram per ml. Okay, generally for accuracy a range is given as the standard. Okay, let us see the actual definition what is given in the ICH guideline. You will simultaneously copy this down this definition. Accuracy: the accuracy of an analytical procedure expresses closeness of agreement between the values which is acceptable either as conventional true value or an accepted reference value and the value found. This is sometimes termed trueness. Copy down this definition. I will explain definition. So it is, accuracy is nothing but closeness of agreement. Okay, it is not accurately agreement, it is not exact agreement, it is closeness of agreement. What, when we are say agreement, there are 2 or more things which are telling the same thing, then we call they are agreeing. Here there are 2 things which are the values. One value which is found, and other value that is accepted value. Now this accepted value can be accepted as a conventional true value. Now when I'm saying conventional true value, let's give example of conventional true value. Neutral pH, okay, 7. It is conventionally accepted that the neutral pH is 7. Okay, then an accepted reference value. Accepted reference value, you can say, okay, at lambda max, that is 257 nanometer, paracetamol has a 1 centimeter 1% as 725. Okay, or it is 215. कुछ तो है ऐसा 715. It is, I think it is 715, 715. Okay, so that value is accepted reference value, or in that case lambda max of paracetamol in aqueous solvent, it is 257 251 or 257 nanometer. This is accepted reference value. सबको पता है, हर बार कोई चेक नहीं करेगा. So if you find out lambda max, suppose आपने paracetamol का solution prepare किया, and if it is coming say 256.5, so we will consider it as accurate. Okay, so this is definition of accuracy. Any doubt in this definition? Again, there is lag. Maybe you people are typing down, but I'm not getting even a single message. हाँ, नो डाउट, अभी अभी आया मुझे 6-7 लोगों का। ठीक है। नेक्स्ट डेफिनेशन, प्रिसीजन। Now, precision of an analytical procedure expresses closeness of the agreement. देखो यहाँ तक डेफिनेशन सेम है, क्लोजनेस ऑफ द एग्रीमेंट। सेकेंड पार्ट, डिग्री ऑफ स्कैटर, क्लोजनेस ऑफ एग्रीमेंट को प्रिसीजन, in case of precision it is called as, also called as degree of scatter between a series of measurements obtained from multiple sampling of the same homogeneous sample under the prescribed condition. Now, students, when they write definition, they write till here accurately, but they forget to mention this of same homogeneous sample. This part is extremely important, that the analytical procedure which you are carrying out is applied to the same homogeneous sample. अभी इसमें लेट अस टेक एग्जांपल कि आपका कोई तो एक कंपनी है, आप वहाँ पे पैरासिटामोल का टैबलेट बना रहे हैं, ओके। उसके लिए आपने यू आस्क्ड फॉर एपीआई, ओके। वो एक बड़ा कंटेनर भर के वो एपीआई आ गया, API is your paracetamol. So from of that container, from different parts of the container, दिखने के लिए तो वो homogeneous है, एक ही कंटेनर में वो पैरासिटामोल का पाउडर है, so visibly it is homogeneous, okay, it is mixed properly. So different part of the container you will take samples. ये सैम्पलिंग का शायद आपका हुआ है कवर, मतलब सपोज इट इज क्यूबिकल कंटेनर, तो सब कॉर्नर से लेंगे या फिर सब फेसेस से उसका सैम्पलिंग लेंगे। सैम्पलिंग लेना मतलब थोड़ा सा क्वांटिटी विड्रॉ करना फ्रॉम द एंटायर मास ऑफ द सैंपल, एंड फ्रॉम दैट वी विल say perform assay, okay. Suppose we have taken sample from 10 parts of that homogeneous sample, homogeneous mass, and from that say 10 samples, one sample is giving say 100%, the other 99.8, one is giving 100.02. So such analysis I am getting, and there were two samples out of 10, they were giving 91% and say 88%. So those two readings are not precise with other readings, okay. So it is the outcome, how much close those outcomes are with not to true value but to each other, okay. So this is actually, if you will see the books, many books will show such diagrams, okay. I'm trying to draw bullseye. It is difficult to draw a circle, and trying. The shame that there is no copy paste option here. Now, why I'm drawing this, I want to tell you, or I want to discuss, I will ask you also, the difference between accuracy and precision. Okay, let us consider it as case 1, case 2, case 3. Okay. Can anybody comment about accuracy or precision in case of case 1? will ask someone from you. Okay, Mr. Rahul Gupta, can you please unmute and comment about it? अनम्यूट करने को बोला तो प्रॉब्लम होता है. ठीक है, everybody is saying that it is accurate. ठीक है. Comment about case number 2. Something problem, I guess, because I'm not getting messages. Neither. Suraj is saying neither. Vartika is saying not accurate, not precise. Okay. Comment about third possibility, third case. No precision. Jignesh is saying no, not precise. I hope they are commenting about third category. Less accuracy but have precision because having similar points. Okay. Some people are still thinking. I will give them some time. By the time I will change the window. Okay, I will tell about first case. In this first case, see, all the points are close to each other and all these points are near bullseye. So there is accuracy also. Why it is accuracy? Because all the values are very near to the bull's eye. देखो ये तीन तो almost bullseye they are hitting the center point. Okay, these 3 points. एक ही point है जो थोड़ा दूर है. But still we can say that the readings or it is accurate, and because they all are close, they are precise. मैंने बोला था unmute करके बोलो, इसका reason यही था कि commenting is like explaining the diagram. Okay. Now see the second case. All the 4 points are scattered. Okay. So degree of scatter is very high. So there is no precision in second case. So precision nahi hai. Okay. What about accuracy? If you'll observe these 3 points, they are very far from the bullseye. So there is no accuracy also. Only 1 point is accurate. Okay. So overall, we can say that the set of readings or set of outcomes are not accurate. Okay, because only 1 point is accurate, other 3 points are not accurate. Now, third possibility. Let us see third possibility. All 4 points are clustered together. So there is less degree of scattering. There is less degree of scattering. So if there is less degree of scattering, I can definitely say that the readings are precise. In third case, readings are precise, but all the readings, although they are close to each other, they are away from the bullseye. So there is no accuracy. Okay. I hope the concept of accuracy and precision is clear to you.
सर फर्स्ट वाला प्रिसाइज है ना, मतलब प्रिसाइज भी और एक्यूरेट भी.
Yes, it is accurate also and precise also. Okay, today, as per instructions, I will stop because it is 2:25. The types of precision and other parameters we will see in the next lecture.